What's up, everyone? Thank you so much for joining Paranormal at Dusk, where we talk all things ghostly, haunting, and chilling to the bone. The Labubus have taken the world by storm. If you haven't heard of these little creatures yet, they are these plush collectible art pieces that were created inspired by Nordic mythology. Now, of course, the minute you say the word mythology, you've piqued my interest, right? So I went to go and see what this was all about and was floored by one, its popularity, and two, the price. I myself am not a toy collector. I own one collectible toy, and it is a Frankenstein Monster High doll, and it's just because I wanted to like cosplay her or like do a Halloween costume, and I kind of wanted to replicate the doll. Anyways, I never did it really. I dabbled, but I never really did it. But yeah, so all that to say is I do not collect toys at all. But my brother's a big collector. I think, you know, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, Naruto, all those types of things. He's super into like anime and cartoons and collectibles. So this might be up his alley, who knows? But because this collectible it's called the Monster series, and it's based off Nordic mythology. And to me, they kind of look like, if you've ever seen that book, it's like Where the Wild Things Are. I think that's what it's called. It's these like fuzzy creatures. Anyways, I am super into that look. And I was thinking to myself, like, how can I justify purchasing this collectible toy? Then I thought to myself, I have a paranormal YouTube channel. What if I make this little thing our mascot? I know, ridiculous, but justifiable now. So I caved and purchased Paranormal at Dusk's first little mascot. I will be doing a little unboxing of this toy, but I'm going to do it at the end. We're just going to talk about its mythology first. But I will explain that this is what they call a blind box, which means there are several options that you can potentially get, and you don't know what you get until you open the box. This is the exciting macaron collection, which means that all of the colors and like the names of the little creatures you can get are based off of a sweet treat. So there's soy milk, lychee berry, green grape, sea salt, coconut, toffee, sesame bean, and then there's this secret one that 1 in 72 people could potentially receive. I've heard of people shaking the box and listening to guess what they received, because in the box at the very bottom there's like a little card that is the color of whichever Labubu you receive, and the secret, the ultimate rare or whatever, the secret one comes with 2 cards, so you could hear like the difference based on like hearing 2 cards plus the packaging shake. So I'll let you all decide what you think we got. Was that enough? Was that ASMR? So anywho, we got a Paranormal at Dusk Labubu. When I was looking up the lore to see like the specifics, to see exactly what Nordic myth this was based off of, there weren't any specifics in particular, but they used the umbrella term elves or fairies. So that's, I guess, what the artist was trying to depict, was Nordic elves or fairies. When we talk about elves, there are so many different variations of what that could potentially mean. And the same thing with fairies. Like, that is a broad term, and so many different cultures and mythologies and folklore stories have their own depictions and ideas of what that means. When it comes to the Labubu, apparently some folks are referring to them as like the devil's spawn, or like these little demon creatures, which is up my alley. We know I love to talk about all things ghostly, haunting, and chilling to the bone. So when I heard that, I was like even far more intrigued by these little plushies. There are actually stories that people are posting on the internet, find it on like TikTok, YouTube, whatever. People are having paranormal phenomena happen in their home. There's one account, I don't know the user's name or anything, but there's an account of a woman who fully lives alone, no pets or anything. And she was hearing like noises in the night, especially like this little pattering sound down her hallways. And she would find little claw marks on her furniture that apparently were the same size as the Labubu's claws. Now, I don't know if I really believe that all Okay, wait, let me say this properly. I believe in the paranormal. I believe in possessions. I believe that there can be haunted items. Absolutely. Do I think that every Labubu has a little demon inside it? Not quite. But I mean, to each their own. If you believe that, that's great. Good for you. I actually even saw somebody who who took their Labubu to church and they even blessed it. Like you can see like the holy water getting sprinkled on the Labubu. So there are really people that are scared and worried that all of the Labubus are these little demons. As you know, if you've watched Paranormal at Dusk, I really love all things paranormal, and I have been intrigued by haunted items my whole life. I actually live on a land that many of us believe is haunted, and this land belonged to my great 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 grandfather. Yeah, so 3 greats. So, and my family still lives on it. And there's a lot of people in my very small village that have seen like red eyes and creepy things. It's just, there's like a whole thing. I do talk about it briefly with my mother on this episode if you're interested in watching, listening about the haunted house that I grew up in. Or is it the haunted land? Is it the person who's haunted? Who knows? I've always been very, very passionate about the paranormal because I was haunted all my life. Recently, we've seen Annabelle's Hell Tour, and I've been absolutely enthralled by it, watching all of the different things that have happened in all the cities she's visited. And of course, this is all happening around the time that I heard about the Labubu. So I had to go and try to get my own haunted doll, of course. So since we touched on the whole idea of the monster collection being based on Nordic mythology, specifically the elves and the fairy folk, and then the whole idea of the folks who are buying these Labubus and saying that they've experienced paranormal phenomena and are calling these little creatures the spawn of Satan, I thought it might be an idea to open up my Encyclopedia of Spirits to kind of look at the definitions of what each of those things are. This way we have a better idea of what these creatures are and what we may think these little monsters are most like. So in the definition of elves, we see that elves are mysterious northern spirits, sometimes equated with fairies. Like fairies, elves have now been cleaned up and made over to suit sanitized children's fiction, often portrayed as miniature, whimsical busy-bees. Originally, elves were human-sized, sometimes taller, and they were known to be artisans and healers. The best comparison for this is like Lord of the Rings elves. So we see that they're like mostly good but can be dangerous, and they're, you know, human-sized, maybe they've got magical properties, yada yada. It says that elves are beautiful, volatile spirits of wild nature, and like fairies, jinn, and Borgy spirits, elves can be benevolent or hostile, and some can even cause illness. There's a whole long description talking about all the different variations of what elves are and different folklore and myths, but that's the basis of it. And now we look at the definition for fairy. The word fairy has become a catch-all for all kinds of tenuously related spirits. In general, what they share in common are associations with wild nature and an interest in human life cycles, especially birth. Fairy is also the standard word used to translate amorphous, volatile, sexy nature spirits from around the world, especially if they're female. So again, we see that they're supposed to resemble humans, but maybe be a little more beautiful, ethereal, and they're often related to nature. So when we look at the Labubu, I don't personally feel any kind of like connection there between like fairy elves and the Labubu, just by its like visual representation. The appearance of the Labubu to me looks more like a creature or a cryptid, you know, more on the monster side. It's cute, but I wouldn't say it's the depiction of beauty. For those who believe the Labubus resemble a demon, let's take a look. Demon is a vague word, which may refer to any number of spirits or types of spirits. It's one of those words that can mean very different things to different people. The word demon is a distortion of demon, spelled D-A-E-M-O-N, which refers to various specific types of spirits, some of them wild and rambunctious, but none of them wicked or evil. Post-Christianity, however, the word became a blanket term to indicate virtually any spirit. Christianity forbade interaction with spirits, with the exception of angels and officially approved saints. All other spirits were considered, by definition, harmful, deceptive, and evil. Because all these spirits were now considered evil, and because all these spirits were lumped together as demons, the word took on the connotation of evil spirit. As we see, the word demon is used as a blanket term for all things evil and bad and related to hell or whatever. But it's just not the case. It's just a blanket term used for plenty of different spirits. I'm sure many are wicked and cruel, but that's a story for another time. Now that we've learned what elves, fairies, and demons are, how do you feel about this? Like, what do you think the Labubu is really based off of? You tell me. I personally lean towards the idea of it being a cryptid. And who knows, that might actually be what the artist intended, because all we know is that it's based off Nordic folklore or Nordic mythology, and all we've heard is elves or fairies, but maybe there's like a specific one that's like I don't know, who knows? Until we hear what the artist intended, we'll just have to make our own conclusions. And I mean, the Labubu can be whatever you want it to be, right? Now, without further ado, it's time to unbox our Labubu. Wait, that's right. Cheesy. Okay, anywho, we're going to unbox our little mascot now. I've seen a lot of unboxing videos where people tell you what they would like to receive, what they don't want. And I will tell you why I don't care. All the neutral colors are neutral, so they go with everything. The green one would be cool because Paranormal at Dusk's like theme color is green. And then the pink one, we can just put it in pink dresses. The blue one, we can put them in like little coveralls or something, you know. And then the secret one, well, that would just be epic because it's like a 1 in 72 chance. So call us lucky. All right, here we go. Another listen. And I have to make sure that I don't look in the box because there's that little tag that's gonna like spoil which little character you have. So I will not look inside. So here we go. I've seen people pop this, but I'm just not like made to do stuff like that. Okay. Now it comes in a bag, like so. Okay, put the box away. Don't look inside, Shania. This is the bag it comes in. There's a little tear tab. Should I look? No, I'll close my eyes and let you see it first. All right, here we go. I feel it, it's fluffy. Cute! Oh wait, it's the one this is actually my favorite color. I feel like he matches me. Oh, it's so cute! We got Toffee. Here's our little mascot. It is adorable. It came with a little card to let us know we got Toffee. Its arms move, its legs move. And what's super cool is exorcist moment. Honestly, I should just leave it like this. Just how much creepier is that? Just like a backwards one. Ooh. Sorry, Labubu. I didn't mean to hurt you. Here we have it, our first little Paranormal at Dusk mascot. Now there's something else we need to do, which is like a little nerve-wracking because apparently people are getting dupes, like fakes. They're calling them Lafufus, which honestly, such a slay name. But yeah, apparently people are getting Lafufus, and there's a way to verify if this is a real original Labubu or if we got a little Lafufu. So I'm gonna go grab my iPad and do a little scan. All right, I am back. I have a toonie. Yes, I'm Canadian. There is a little logo here that apparently you have to scratch to reveal a code. And then we scan. See anti-counterfeit verification. Yay! Verified as genuine by PopMart. So there we have it, folks. We've unboxed a Labubu, we've talked about the lore. I'm excited to take this little critter on paranormal investigations. I mean, you never know, it might not be haunted now, but it might be later. Woo! If you're interested in helping us name this little critter, leave a comment in the comment section below. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We love making videos for you, whether it's talking about folklore, checking out some haunted locations, or just having a little chat. If you like this video, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, and we'll see you at the next one. As always, happy haunting! Bye!